We OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Yeah. Experts on reload. Yeah. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Runes is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal Revolution. Ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC-420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution. Ayy, Bitcoin is the one, no substitution. Ayy, with Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We got an amazing show for you guys today. We're live for another Ordinal hour, and it's going to be a great one today, guys, because it's time, guys. It's time. We're finally out of that 6 months of bullshit, right? The 6 months of sideways trading from Bitcoin, downward momentum on ordinals and runes from that halving date, guys, and it is feeling the energy is back. I know me and Yagobi were telling you last week that we just see it in the views, right? We saw it in the viewership. And once you see that, you see people getting interested again. Summers in crypto are never good. I think we had one good summer in the last 5 years. So summer is over. We're in September. We're in the time to grind. We're in the time to find projects that you're looking at right now that could explode in November, December, January. Guys, I think we're about to enter this rate cut cycle. And we could get 6 to 8 to 12 months of glory. And I think we are. I think we're going to see upwards momentum of $500,000 Bitcoin, $600,000 Bitcoin. Possible. I definitely think it's possible. It will take a super cycle to get there. A 13th, 14th month in going into 2026 before maybe a downward momentum starts again. But guys, I do think we're about to explode. And I think it really starts and ends with this Bitcoin development, the stuff that's happening on the layer twos, which is kind of like fractal and side chains, right? So, and I think that stuff's going to take some time, right? Obviously, we're going to need OpCat and stuff like that to really get a real L2, but side chains are moving. And I think that's really important to talk about. We're going to talk about some of that stuff. We're going to talk about some Merlin. We'll talk about a lot. And now we have a special guest today. Obviously, you guys know there's no Yagobi today. So the handcuffs are off, guys. I can do whatever I want today. There's no stopping me, right? I can go off the chain. There's no one reel me back in. Maybe Fonzie will, but we'll see. But let me bring in my partner for today. What's up, Fonzie?
Yo,
up,
Jim, bro, how's it going? I was like, yeah, Yagobi's are here. We're going off the rails. Sorry, Yagobi. We're going to take it to the next level right now.
Yagobi's going to hit me up later. It's like, you guys, what are you guys doing over there?
No. Get off the show now. Get off the show. No. But while mentioned, I think, one thing to also add is October. October is next month. Let's go. That's always a bullish scenario, bullish month. But, very, very well said. And there's just so many elements happening right now where it's I think you look at it, you're like, this is the perfect time to either, kind of have the conviction play and go all in, or just move aside and just, kind of let the people do their thing. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of doing moving to the side and let people do the thing, the Fed finally enter a rate cut cycle. So we've been in a sideways cycle, which was basically a pause. But before that, we were in a rate hike cycle, all the way from I want to say January 2022 is when we started hiking rates up. We got rates to about 5.5%, well 5.25%, and now we're finally under 5%. We're at 4.75. But the big part, right? So that was big news. The Fed also forecasts lowering rates another half point this year, which will bring us down to the low fours and potentially into the threes next year, which is going to cause a lot of liquidity coming in because people are going to be selling bonds because they're that free money, that free 5% is over, and then entering into risk assets. We don't consider Bitcoin a risk asset, but the other markets do. But that's going to cause more money into Bitcoin, which is going to pump our bags, and we're going to throw more money into some degen stuff, right?
Exactly. And we always see this momentum. Like every 4 years, you have like the super cycle, right? Why is that? It always starts with the interest, the basis points, the cut to south. That actual liquidity goes into like riskier assets. I guess some assets are less risky than others, but in crypto space, like tend to be a lot riskier. So like you'll have an upsurge of just kind of money coming in. You start like the prices going up, and then the flow itself of happening as well within other asset classes within the space itself. So I mean, I think it's a really, really good scenario. It follows the same trend. Is there an election cycle, which is, kind of like, what these politicians do, right? And a lot of it is to kind of like get that market pumping, right? Yeah, go for Shizzy.
What's up?
Oh, there was something there.
No, no, no.
Oh, cool, awesome. So yeah, basically, it's like literally forecasting everything, right? It's like literally just happening. The cycle we're seeing it play out ourselves individually. And I would not be surprised if you do that right before election season, before the end of the year itself. And if you're into crypto, like you should be happy. Like this is a really good thing. People are going to start coming in. The actual liquidity is going to pump these specific projects. But at the end of it, it's not just ideally like investing. It's doing something. Investing is something that you believe in, right? The conviction play itself, right? And so a lot of us who came here early into Ordinals were like, okay, this is pretty cool. Having the specific assets on Bitcoin, never ever before seen, right? So like that there is new. You had a conviction early on. And I think if you wrote to Trenches wrote this out during like the bear market, during like the orders of that period, during like the runes of that period, trust me, I mean you'll be fine. Just be thankful like the Federal Reserve did that, and rightfully so, right? Like it was either that play or like they just continued the increase in rates, which I don't think would be bullish enough.
Well, I mean that would cause a recession.
Yeah.
The rates high. We would eventually get to a point where inflation was negative and stagflation happens. Negative inflation, obviously is terrible for Bitcoin,
Yeah.
right? So, but it's also really bad for everything because there's no money. It would really take us into a recession. And I gotta say, Jerome Powell did a good job. Right, I know we're not, a TradFi show, but he did a good job. I mean, we were at 9% in December. Today we're at like 2.5% interest, inflation rate, and I think that's really good. We did a really good job, and it's going to allow us to kind of grow as the U.S. economy grows, right? Because we are basically a derivative of that, a very highly spectacle derivative of that. So if that goes up, the S&P goes up 8%, we go up 400.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And it's just so funny though. Like, TradFi considers Bitcoin risk on asset, and Bitcoin's the safest thing in my portfolio. Like, you know what I mean?
It really is. Even BlackRock came out saying recently, like, Bitcoin is a hedge against like inflation. It's a hedge against like the fiat currencies, right? So like you have literally BlackRock, one of the biggest literally financial institutions in the world, coming out saying that stuff, and other people adopting it too. So like there's people changing their mindset on kind of what you assess Bitcoin as an asset class and what kind of investment it is. So that kind of adoption, kind of like just really just mentality really and shift of it as well. It's very key. It's very key in order to understand like what is important, what's something that's not worth investing in, what isn't, right? And I think people are starting to come to understanding that what Bitcoin is actually pretty much becoming that sort of mainstream asset that people look into to like protect themselves against other plays. So I think overall it's really good. It's a really good sign. It's a really good signal. And I think we couldn't be happier about these basis points. And now the next question is when to pump, right? When to pump. Not your question, it's when to pump, right? But the basis point not pumped yet. So what's going on? It's not far. It's not high enough of an increase or decrease.
Yeah, 100%. And I think Q4 is going to be huge. I mean, right now we're still in Q3. We still have another 11 days before we really enter Q4. But this is a really good start, right? I mean, popped up from 58 to 63, almost 64, and settling back down around 62.9 right now. I mean, this is glorious.
Absolutely.
Uh,
And oh yeah, go first, Shizzy.
No, go ahead. Finish the thought.
I was gonna say, and, like there was like a small little pump with Bitcoin. It was, I mean, it's a small pump, but not too much. But like, the market has like really been optimistic based on the results. So I mean, that's just a good signal. It's right in line with October. So like, maybe they see October as the potential catalyst for like the next round, which pretty much can align with like every other cycle.
100%, dude. 100%. So this is something I found from Elon. He announced that engagement farmers will be eliminated forever starting 2 days ago. He finally executed on that vision. How do you feel about that? I mean, engagement farming has been something I do, right? I mean, I think we all do a little bit. But what's your opinion on Elon kind of cutting that forever?
Yeah, I think we're all farmers in some sense. We either farm points, farm like, stuff on Twitter. I do Twitter. I remember when people were like, there was this meta where people were just inscribing stuff on Twitter and using like Twitter for inscriptions. But it's from the growth perspective, especially like growing a community and account, like, you want to have that sort of stuff, right? Engagement farming is important. It adds activity, it adds like some site, like, kind of just engagement overall, right? And I think it's a benefit to Twitter too. Like, you want people using your platform, you want people to interact with your platform. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I think he might see it from, I know he's been trying to talk about the bot issue, right? The bot issue, which is pretty much prominent. Like, I literally scroll on Twitter, I see a video, and like the comments are just like replies like with videos and botted and stuff, and like, what's going on here? So maybe that's something that he's trying to tackle, which makes sense. But I mean, aside from that, like, there's different strategies you can use to engage your community, and it's pretty much massive, right? You want to grow your community, you want to grow your presence online. So I'm not too sure about this, and this is something I probably have to like look into more. But I don't know how I feel about this. I think if it's from a bot standpoint, and it makes sense. If it's from like a natural kind of engaged farming stuff, then probably a different matter. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you think, Shizzy.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to hear the definition of what engagement farming was, because I don't even know if I do it or not, right? But I looked it up and I definitely do it. So let me share my screen here. So I had to ask my good friend and ChatGPT, who I ask every question I can ever ask, is
Nice.
right here. So baiting with controversy. So questions, posting polarizing questions or statements designed to stir debate. So I think that's considered that. And then giveaways and follow for follow. That is also engagement farming. Fake or aggregated stories, sharing fabricated stories to invoke emotional. Okay, that's something I don't do.
Nice.
Trendy or viral challenges, jumping on a viral meme challenges or trends to stay relevant. Generic inspirational quotes. I didn't know that was. I mean, I do that all the time. Engagement baiting, asking users directly specific questions like retweets and often without meaningful context. So he's basically trying to cut out anything not meaningful context. But he's a guy of freedom of speech, which is really weird, right? I
Yes.
don't know.
Which is why
I'm
I'm just curious to see what his exact wording was when he said he wants to eliminate engagement farming, because like everything there you pointed out, like it's what the crypto space does, especially giveaways.
I know.
Like it's literally like the bulk of it. Like I've seen Twitter accounts 0 followers go up to like 60, 70K off just giveaways, right? And
Yeah.
so it's like what is that? I feel like basically everything you just said there is why we use Twitter to begin with.
As somebody who's creating a business just like you in this ecosystem, Twitter is the number one tool, and now we're kind of being told that, hey, if you do this, you might get right. So it's a little scary, but
Yeah, what's going on? Maybe there's someone behind that account. Maybe it's not Elon. Maybe it's a parody account. I've seen that parody account play out multiple times.
that's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
maybe he's trying to get rid of that parody account. There was this one. He tweeted this out. So like Mark Zuckerberg wanted to buy X, and then the parody account was like, "You're just $39 billion short. Your credit card declined."
Mark Cuban.
Yeah,
I see
Mark Cuban.
that.
Yeah, maybe he got upset with that. He's like, "Okay, stop with this engagement farming. No more like mocking me." But yeah, this really does go against like what you said. It's like the freedom of speech, right? The reason
Yeah.
why he purchased X and trying to like make it to that specific position. So yeah, I gotta look more into like the Elon. Do you have the Elon tweet by any chance to like?
I was looking for it. I not off the top of my I couldn't find it, but let's move along here. Donnie, I can't. So YouTube does not like anything about this election, so I got to be careful. So
Yeah.
so just step around this. So Donnie buys a burger at PubKey yesterday in New York and pays in Bitcoin. This is pretty big, right? I mean, this is
Yeah.
a candidate, and they're buying you burgers of all
Yes.
things using Bitcoin at PubKey. Have you been to the PubKey?
I haven't. I mean, I'm assuming PubKey is where he bought the burgers and stuff. I've never been there before, but my
Yeah.
understanding to this is very simple. This is the evolution of the pizza, right? So it's pizza, now we got burgers. So when the burger coin, we gotta launch that burger coin soon.
There is a burger coin.
That's right.
It's a BRC-20.
Wait, that's right. Oh, wait, Shizzy, this okay? Those sats that were used during this purchase are considered a burger purchase.
Oh, the burger sats.
Yeah, where's Corey? We need Corey on the dispatches. I get on it.
We gotta find that. The burger sats.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. That's genius.
Yeah. So yeah, but on a serious note, I think again, it goes back to like the very kind of first thing we were talking about, which is Bitcoin's becoming more mainstream, which is a good thing, right? People would think it's a bad thing, but no, it's actually a good thing. And this is one of the ways, right? I'm curious to see if he actually used like Lightning Network or he used like Bitcoin to process the transaction. But aside from that, like this is good. Like people are adopting Bitcoin. And okay, funny story. There's this one called the South Bay Galleria. I usually go there to like catch the movies. It's a really bullish cycle when you see the ATM Bitcoin machines and there's one in the mall, right? So like that goes into like you can use that to pay for different items, different foods, purchase different like clothing. And I'm pretty sure you can buy movie tickets with that too. So like that's kind of the mainstream adoption, and that's what you want to see. That's like the purpose of Bitcoin at the end, was to kind of use it for that sort of medium of exchange. So I mean, I think this is bullish. I saw the video, I saw the burgers on the counter. I'm like, man, they look pretty good. I might have to go myself.
So the PubKey, think of a dive bar, like the smallest dive bar that you ever been to, just a bar and like this much space to walk. That's what PubKey is. It's tiny in there. We had I was in there in New York when we went for NFT NYC, and obviously everyone has to go to the PubKey, and I hear that it's dead all year round except for crypto events. And obviously it was packed to the brim, and it wasn't the best place in the world. I was getting claustrophobic in that place. It's tiny, but for him to go there, it's like a hole in the wall. It's like it's crazy that they had Trump in there. I mean, I can't even say his name too late now, but it's crazy they had Donnie in there. So
yeah, no worries. I think Elon Musk hasn't instituted anything engagement farming yet, so we're good to go. I think we'll be okay. But
I'm not worried about Elon. I'm worried about YouTube. So YouTube's been flagging us, dude. So we're live on YouTube and Twitter. So YouTube's been flagging us for anytime we say either, because in the beginning we were really going in on the candidates, but now it's kind of like, all right, we got to stay away a little bit. I'm gonna freaking ban my channel.
maybe we say Democrats. Democrats are amazing. Maybe deal with that.
I think we'll probably get pushed in the algorithm.
There we go. You guys trending page. I love this, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just jump to the next thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So Ansem, Ansem is? He's like the main character of this cycle right now. He's gonna fight BitBoy in December. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, Ansem's like 6'9", BitBoy's like 5'4". It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. Who you got?
So why do I got feeling there's gonna be a poly market? So I'm gonna search this up right now. Poly market. BitBoy surprised lots of people in his last fight. I think he's becoming a real professional. 6'9" is very difficult to beat with. Depending, like I've seen people who are 6'9" who can really move, people who are 6'9" who can't move at all. Right? He's Tyson Fury. What is he like? Is he like 6'8"?
Huge. Yeah,
he's huge, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Ansem pretty much, like, if he does well, trains well, and like kind of does fundamentals, you'd be okay. But I don't want to. I don't want to like. That's why I said that's about when Ben fought the other guy. So and he ended up like doing very well. So I don't know. Like I feel like if I had to pick and choose, knowing me, I'd probably just pick Ben because like his odds are in his favor. So like much more max potential. But this reminds me of the YouTubers, like when they started like the fighting trend, the boxing trend and stuff. Now it's like went into crypto. So who's next?
I will not be fighting. Just so everyone knows, I'm not going to be doing any of this. Who do you think? Who hits harder, Ansem or Ben? If you would take a punch to the face, you had to pick one of them to take the punch from.
Oh
Who you
man.
who you taking it from?
Oh, man, before that, I'll do some prayers, but like I probably take it from Ben. Yeah, I'll probably take a punch from Ben. I'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I don't know I mean, if I get knocked out, then it's good. I think it's a good punch. If I don't get knocked out, then not sure if that's because it was a bad punch or my jaw is pretty good. So yeah, who do you want to take a punch from?
I'd probably take it from Ansem. I
Okay.
feel like Bitboy would try to rip my face off. Ansem would be like, I ain't trying to hurt my hand. You know what I mean? So
True. Good point. Good point. That's actually a good
Bitboy
point.
has something to prove. Ansem does not, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at his I'm looking at his Patreon now. Very funny page, very funny guy. But yeah, I know. I'm curious to see like who's the next crypto fight. But yeah, Ansem Ben going strong at it. So we'll see what happens.
All right, we're gonna jump to the Bitcoin fear and greed. I'm gonna make you guess.
Okay.
So last week we were at a 31. Yesterday
Ooh.
we were at a 45. I'm gonna give you a hint. We were not far from that 45.
Okay, I think based on the news, the most recent news and everything, I'd probably say we're approaching Greece, so it's above 45.
Yeah, you're
There you
right.
go.
49.
Let's go.
Great guess.
Nice.
Good guess.
Nice.
So
Wow.
do you see us entering green next week? Do you think we're going to be entering 60, 70, 80?
I think so. I think I can. And there's and the reason why it is even more so. It has to do more so with like we're like a month and a half away from like election. So you'll start seeing more news pop up. You'll start seeing more
Yeah.
stuff on this stuff, and you'll see the market react to this this very bullish news, right? So like I think we'll definitely approach that the green level very very soon, and yeah, I think we'll probably end up going to like that very gritty green not too soon after this. So yeah, that's where we want to be, right? At the end of it.
100%. All right, we're gonna jump into some Bitcoin price action brought to you guys by the great people at Bitperp. Bitperp's going to be one of the leading leverage exchanges on Bitcoin. It's going to be probably on multiple chains. These guys are building something really special over there. Their paper trading's coming in 2 weeks. It's going to be a contest for you guys to farm and earn points. And on top of that, we're going to be holding a contest here. We're going to call it Beat Yagobi. If you can beat Yagobi in trading, we're going to send you something. So it's going to be fun. It's fun. I'm not a great trader at all. Everyone looks at charts. I look at like how I'm feeling that day. So you're gonna be able to beat me pretty easy. I'm not a leverage trader, but I like to partake, and it'll be fun because it's paper trading, right? So check out bitperp.io, guys, and look out for that. We will have updates here as well. But looking at the chart here, we're at 63,000, and look at this upward momentum, man. We were at sitting around 57 yesterday, right before the Fed went out, and then just up only with a little bit of a dip, and then back to it. I think this continues. What do you think?
Oh man, I honestly feel like if we zoom out more, if we can see a more zoom out version, maybe like a year or so.
Let's check this out. Find it. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, I grab the trading view chart.
Yeah, so there was there's been like specific price action you see itself, and you see it from if you like a zoom out lens too. It seems like it's an upper momentum, right? Upper movement, upper trend in every aspect, every way. So like overall, I think it's a really good sign. It's a really good signal. We broke all-time high earlier this year. I don't think it's ever like done that before the halving or it happened. So with that, like I'm curious to see how much more it can go before the end of the year. I'm sure we'll break it up again. And then if that's so, then like it's just pretty much off to the races from there.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think that was the thing, and that's kind of why we kind of had. Let me show my screen here. So it's kind of why we've had this this downward bull flag. I mean, tell me that's not a bull flag and this is a monthly chart. We have this giant bull flag on a monthly chart here. Pretty nuts, but I mean, you can even kind of go out even further here, and it's just been up only. And this is my green line here, and this is what I think is going to happen.
Nice.
I think what is going to. I'm not even like trying to like troll. Like I truly believe that we're going to hit numbers that we've never and no one even imagined. I think we're going to hit like 650, 700,000. And I say that because I'm just kind of tracking the market cap of gold, and gold being a $10 trillion asset. I think Bitcoin can hit that. I think with with BlackRock and people coming in, I think a lot of the boomers are going to start selling their gold and buying Bitcoin. I just think it's a better asset, and I think they're finally understanding that.
Absolutely, and it goes back to like the mainstream play too. Like not just that, but this bull cycle. Not only do we have like the advent of ordinals runes on Bitcoin, but we also have ETFs, right? We have institutions being able to come in, right, and kind of buy up this asset class. So like there's so many things that has sort of like the legs, the wiggle room to like get to a specific level. So 600, 700,000 is like not, I'm not surprised. Like I think if it crosses 100K, like it's off to races there. And then just keep in mind, like people, I was talking to a friend yesterday, he was like, yeah man, runes are runes destroy the eco, everyone's so bearish on runes. I'm like, all it really takes is liquidity coming to the eco, those runes going up, and everyone's happy, right? So yeah, I wouldn't sort of like count that out just yet.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think, and that's the thing too, is people don't understand is when Bitcoin's price goes up, people feel like they have free money. Let's just say people bought in at 55,000. Bitcoin now gets to 65,000, and they feel like they have $10,000 in free money. So what do they do with free money? They put it back in the casino. And what I mean by that is they take that money and they buy ordinals with it. They buy runes with it. Now let's just say it's not one person; it's thousands of people. Now you have millions of dollars entering a market that is so beat up, and $10,000 just makes it explode. Right, we're going to see multiples of that. We're going to see huge, and that's why it's important to track the Bitcoin price for now. I think maybe in like 6 to 8 months, Bitcoin's price isn't going to be as important. But Bitcoin is that green light, red light. Bitcoin goes down, it's red light, guys. Don't do anything. Bitcoin goes up, it's that green light. Go, 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 go. Exactly. But eventually, the green light's going to get stuck on, and then it's just going to be absolutely insane. It's going to happen.
Exactly. And that's like the FOMO effect too. Like you see stuff like this, people FOMO into this, people like want to do that. Maybe we should have the government like send us checks to get COVID checks. Maybe we need like that would also prop up the market. So like yeah, there's there's different things that can happen. And yeah, I think in the ecosystem too, like there's a couple of projects that we have not seen in the previous bull run, right? Like pumped up, like pump.fund, right? Is one of them.
Yeah.
You'll have something similar on Bitcoin, SAS pump.fund, kind of one of the projects I'm looking at. So like you have stuff like that, projects like in the eco, different ones too, where you can launch tokens and you like maybe runes, one stop click runes, whatever the case is, and you have the Gene culture kind of full swing. So yeah, I think overall it's like pretty much I'm not surprised. We see the fear greed index at positive going towards the green, and sort of just like landing there. So we'll probably see that by October. I think I'll say by October. That's my prediction, by October.
I agree. I 100% agree here. All right, we do a thing on the show called the roll call. Kind of see who's here in the chat with us because we are live. First is first on the show, man. So whoever is first, you win. And today's winner is PJNZ. He said, "Yay, money!" I love the tweet. Shout out to you, my friend. 3:41 a.m. out here posted on my channel. We appreciate you, my friend. Followed by Crypto Sovereign is in the building. Tink Lambocious Bag Lady, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Webdro is here. My man Yasher, one of our mods. We appreciate Yasher. It's Shizzy, the lone soldier. I'm not lone. I got my man Fonzie with me, so thank you, Yasher. Then we got with Danny Boy, another one of our mods. Appreciate you, Danny. He's a GM. Taproot Witches delayed. Magic Eden effed up. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. I have that on the paper for today's show. Ordinal Chips is here. Mempool Punk, Lackey Lukey, Steamy J's in the building. SNP, Choda's here. Nighthawk UXL, shout out to you. Uber driver out in LA, killing it. Shout out to Nighthawk, man. SPI Sixes is here. Chief Axel, always here, man. And then we got my man Benjamin. This guy's been here every single day lately, man. Definitely, man. I'm looking forward to Q4. Smash the like buttons. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate you, my friend. Cindy is here. I walk alone. Jason, my feet. I love your hand.
Nice.
Glasshopper is here. Redwan, shout out to Redwan. He said greetings from Kitty Cash communities. Shout out to you, Redwan. Mike's World is here. Kal-El, Superman himself says Bitcoin. Samuel is here. He's breaking news. Lunk is rising. Yeah, no one's buying Terra Classic on this show, buddy. DJ Sats is here. Ant-Man is here. Let's see. We got Count Kryptonite. Shout out to you, my friend. Paywan. Let's see who else. Kai Effect. Shout out to Kai Effect. L Bay is here. Mr. Sheedy. What's up? He said he got that Glizzy.
Glizzy. I saw Glizzy.
Prosper Yin is here. Another one of our mods, Tim Baker, AOD Art. Appreciate you, my friend. Very Berry Jam is here. My man, No. No, in the building. Mike Bennett, Rod. He said Big Rod here. Shout out to Big Rod, man, in the building. Mr. Planet Prophet, Stacks, freaking lover right there. Shout out to you, my friend. Kai Effect, Bebe, and then Thomas, GM, Shizzy. GM to you, Tomas. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate every one of you guys who makes the roll call every single day. We are live, and you guys are always here with us. 250 people watching right now. We appreciate every single one of you guys, man. All right, let's kind of get back into it. So I want to hit on some Ordinal Hive updates. I mean, we got the man
Yeah,
here. I'd be
yeah,
stupid not to ask
yeah.
you for some updates.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, 100%. So this week we started onboarding people to the Wiz itself. So anyone in Wiz, like we're doing it slowly, progressively, making sure we can stress test it, have enough individuals. Updates in terms of updates, right? Like the aggregate is built. We've like aggregate data and listings across OKX, Unisat, Magic Eden. So the next step will be to onboard the users themselves, and then the next update, next build would be to offer you guys that snap protection. So you'll be able to see transaction and mempool. You can snap out your transaction. It'll be automated. So that's coming to alpha here on Ordinal Revolution, and we'll have a much more concise breakdown and sort of like kind of articles in terms of how this works and how you can utilize it. But yeah, it's to protect you guys there. So that's something we're super excited. And then we have a couple more things down the road that we're going to build and just have the entire trade experience on L1 as optimal as it can be, giving the traders the tools necessary to create these trades just in time for October, just in time for the bull run. And again, there are specific assets that people see and can and like maybe they might be outpriced and stuff like that. So we have something down the road to help with that. So overall, it's just like these tools and stuff, and the things that we do is to really optimize and improve the trading experience, right? Provide that professional trading protocol on L1 on Bitcoin itself, and kind of like how the traders trade at the end. So yeah, no, it's a fun stuff. This week, keep your eyes peeled, keep your eyes on. And just make sure to check us out to never miss an update, and we'll continue updating you guys in terms of the rollout. But yeah, excited about that, and super excited to also be working with Ordinal Revolution too. You guys have been killing it in every aspect, and I just can't wait for the bull run. I just can't wait for hundreds of thousands of viewers in here and just talking about a specific coin. Hopefully OP Cat gets implemented so we can transition. I saw a comment just in the roll call about Cat 20, so hopefully that gets implemented just enough where it can be bridged over to Bitcoin. But we'll see. We'll definitely have a really fun time there.
Yeah, 100%. For anyone who doesn't know, what is an aggregator? And this will be on L1, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah. So an aggregator basically, so the idea, what is an aggregator? Why is this something I want to do or see, right? So we have different marketplaces. We have Magic Eden, we have Unisat, OKX, Ordinal, and so forth. And aggregate, what it does, not only does it aggregate all the data, so basically combines all data from those marketplaces, but you can also see the listing, right? So you can see the lowest listing asset. So suppose normal case is going for to make it easy, 1 Bitcoin, but an OKX is going for 0.8 of a Bitcoin, right? You'll see those listings on our platform, right? And then you can buy them through our platform too. So it's like a one-stop shop where you go navigate the different collections. You see which is listed on OKX, you can buy it through our platform there. So you'll have everything there in one specific sort of UI, and that just improves the overall experience, improves in trading kind of scenario atmosphere as well. And just you don't have to open all this, you don't have to have all this tabs open, right? You can just see all the data there. So you'll be able to basically sweep across different marketplaces in our platform. You can bulk list across different marketplaces too if you like as well. And that just provides you more insight. It helps tap into more liquid markets, and just really helps gets the ball rolling and the wheels kind of just smooth and going. So yeah, I think this year, especially for NFTs, is definitely needed. This is something we've been looking at for quite some time already, since the start of this year as well. And so super happy to get this out and running and finally kind of going. So yeah, I think and always open to feedback, always open to kind of optimizing around your needs. And next step to that will be offering you much more tooling that improves that experience, and it's built really around Bitcoin.
Yes, yeah, that's amazing. So you guys are really just building kind of tooling for that we really don't have right now. Aggregators are very common on Ethereum, right? Most dexes besides Unisat and stuff like that are just aggregators at the end of the day. They just kind of aggregate multiple dexes and find you the cheapest prices, which is amazing that you guys are building something like that. I mean, you guys saw a need and something that's very common on the chains, and you're bringing it here. So that's amazing. But that's not the only tool. You guys are building many tools in this ecosystem on layer 1, and not just Merlin. Obviously, you guys are live on Merlin, but you guys are building you guys want to build on layer 1 now.
Yeah, 100%. And it goes to like that feel like there's different aspects of trading, right? Like I think a lot of us who've been in Bitcoin for like the last year and a half just trading these assets got used to like the trading mechanism, the way you trade. So like if we go to Ethereum or Solana, like it's like, well, why is this faster? Why what's going on here? Right? Why is it smoother? So like, there's that level there. There's the L1 play. And then you of course have the L2 where, you'll probably start seeing an especially highly, competitive, like highly transactional environment where there's huge demand for block space. You'll see like much more usage of the L2s that are are associated with Bitcoin. So you'll have these specific assets traded there too. So like there's two different plays, two different individuals, either high volume for L1 who want to keep their assets there, or the high frequency trader who wants to like, kind of basically just trade one specific asset. And that provides opportunity for arbitrage too, right? Like when you think about long term, you'll have the opportunity to like, buy it from one specific blockchain and sell on the other. So L1, L2 play where the price might be higher on the L2 than it's L1 or vice versa. So that also like is something that we're also looking at. So trying to like optimize that there. So yeah, there's different plays here. There's different avenues. And I think another reason why I'm bullish in terms of the eco is like there's so many projects building right now, which is good. And at the end, the winners are the traders, the winners are the users, the winners are the people who have Bitcoin, right? Because that's literally the play, long-term play. So stack sats, get that Bitcoin up, and you might go to Puff Kiesfa and buy yourself burgers with Bitcoin. So let's do it.
Amazing. So you're building on Merlin, you're building on Bitcoin. I'm gonna ask you a question, and feel free to tell me to F off, Shizzy. But do you have any plans to maybe building on Fractal?
I'll say this much: I love Fractal. I'm looking at Fractal. I'm definitely involved in Fractal. I got some cat as well. Thanks to Shizzy, I had to go to you to get the alpha. I'll do that. But yeah, no, I think Fractal is a great blockchain. You do very very well, and yeah, I'll say that much for now.
Sounds good. All right, jump to the next thing here. Bro, any last things before we leave the Ordinal Hive update? Anything you else have for anybody that you want to say that maybe we missed?
So I mean that's most of the updates there. Just keep a lookout this week for tweets, and we're onboarding people right now. So if you're not part of the wireless, just hit us up. Join definitely on Discord itself, and we have much more alpha there as well. So yeah, just hit us up if there's any questions. And yeah, super stoked to like get this next phase going. So yeah.
100%. And guys, go check out Ordinal Hive. It's beta.ordinal hive. You guys can start farming points now. So check this out. I've been listing all the time. I'm just farming points over there. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I just do it all the time, man. I just list and stuff like that. So I got a goose on listed. I got some shids listed, some bitmaps listed. So check this out, guys. I think Merlin's coming back. I don't think Merlin's dead as everyone says. I just think some liquidity needs to enter the space. And obviously it's going to be the cheapest place to buy your stuff when fees get back. Right now, it's not a big deal, but when fees get to $60, $70 per transaction, it's probably going to be a place to do it. And Ordinal Hive is taking advantage of that. So check out beta.ordinalhive.io and start farming points today, guys. All you got to do is list and buy.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, yo, it's farming season, right? Engagement farming. This is the other type of farming, crypto farming.
Yeah, I'm just telling you guys. I mean, what comes with points is usually magnificent. So I'm going to leave it at that. So get some points. But moving along here, Crypto Fox had a tweet today. It says current Bitmap owners at 44,000. There's 44,000 Bitmap holders or wallets that have a Bitmap in it. Is there 44,000 people in this space? Like, I don't even know if there is, but that's incredible.
Oh man, I remember when Bitmap came out, and it was like the way it was positioned. It was like the metaverse on Bitcoin, right? It's like the sandbox of Bitcoin, the decentralized of Bitcoin. I missed out early on those projects, and I was like, okay, let's just scoop some of this Bitmap. Let's see what happens. I honestly think Bitmap is not only one of the best communities because it's literally all OGs in it as well, but like it's one of the most active and building communities too, right? So to see 44,000 holders is amazing. It reminds me of a token. It could be considered a token at this point, right? Based on the holders usage. So, it'll be interesting to see how it's traded. Like maybe we'll see like perps or futures or something like that, in line with like the price action of like Bitmap. But I think last year had to run up to like 300 something, right? And then it's back down to like kind of lows. But yeah, I don't know. I've just seen 44,000. It's like, wow, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I mean, there's 800,000 of these things, right? So, but they're super cheap. They're like $30-$40. And you got teams really building on bitmaps that, obviously you have bitmap.tech and they're building their bitmap was a bitmap dot something. And I forget the name of it. But yeah, it's like a bitmap thing they're building. And then you have, Foxy, they're building over there.
Yeah.
You have Chris from IMSO Chris, they're building over there. Bit Spectar is building on Bitmaps. There's like so many different companies that are just like building right now, heads down building for
Yeah.
Bitmaps. And I think Bitmaps is very undervalued. Obviously right now you have DMT and stuff like that kind of taking some of that Bitmap momentum, but I think Bitmaps are set to explode, and I think they really do. And I think metaverses and decentralized in a decentralized manner, it's going to be big.
Yeah, and I think it might be a Bitmap game. I played
Yeah,
it, I used it
Bitmap game.
before. It's so fun, right? And it goes with like that aspect is really it's a community, like literally a community project itself, right? Like that's some of the things that they kind of do, and there's just so many buildings there. I remember when IMSO Chris came out with like that specific metaverse game on Bitmap. I was like playing it too. I was like using it and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is pretty amazing. Like I think this is possible. So we'll start seeing other places, people like building like tooling for it where you can parcel your land and sell that too. So yeah, there's different functionalities you can use with it. And again, it's an OG project. It's I think you do very, very well. I'm not concerned a lot by the price itself. I'm sure there's 800K of them, but when it comes to it, like the way you can see it is digital land, right? Like at the end of it. So, and there's just people who won't stop building. They built their bear market. They built their like the bull market, like the bull run we had recently and stuff. So, or the mini bull run itself. And there'll be people who build like way beyond it too. So I love Bitmap. I still haven't sold any of the ones I mentioned. I'm holding on for dear life forever, probably, but we'll see.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, man. Jump to the next thing here. 1 year anniversary for BRC-420 marketplace.
Yeah.
And this is huge. I mean, I messed up. So a year ago, Jeff came on our show. He's like, "Hey, I'm dropping this marketplace. It's alive right now." I looked at these thing called the blue boxes, and I was like, I'll just buy one. It was $25.
Yeah.
These blue boxes got to $60,000.
Wow.
And I bought it for $25. Only bought one. And then I bought another one at like $150, and I thought I was late. I was like, this is gonna go like $300-400. It went to $60,000. BRC 420 last like March and February was like the biggest thing out. It was absolutely insane. And now today it's sitting around like 2,500, but it was still a 10x from where I bought my original. I obviously sold it when I got to like $20,000. I was like, I'm out. But then it went another freaking 40, and I was like, oh shit. So, but it was one of those things where, but this is the marketplace that it's pretty amazing. You can flip everything around, and everything's in 3D. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But 1 year ago, this week, it was in. So that's how young we are in the space.
Wow.
Only a year ago. So.
Congrats to BRC 420. Congrats to Jeff there. I'm like, what hurts more? Does it hurt when you lose like money, or when you lose the potential gain of what you could have? Like, what stings more?
I think it's selling too early. I think selling too early hurts, because not only do I have to cover the space every single day, I have to look at that price every single day. And I gotta be like, damn, I sold last week at 18,000 and it's 36,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's selling too early hurts more. I can take losses all day. I'm good at taking losses. Like I'm fine with it. I'm like, it'll go up eventually, right? But getting out too early definitely hurts. Definitely hurts me.
Yeah, I can definitely see. I can definitely see. I remember like BRC 420 is like the way I heard about it was through Sam. Sam Sage was always on BRC 420. It's like using that. And so like I bought a couple and stuff, and they did pretty well. They're not too bad. I didn't get the blue box. The blue box was like one of them that was there, and I saw it when it was like it was around that price range where you bought it. But I was like, it's just like it's not gonna do anything. And then see how well they do. I'm like, wow, they pretty much, who's buying this stuff? Like I was thinking to myself, who's buying this stuff at this peak? Like, what's the utility? Like, what's the purpose for it, right? But no, like this is one of the first ones, like literally one of the first the marketplace for BRC 420 assets. And really, when it comes down to it, it's like one of the marketplaces that really help propel Ordinal. So overall, like happy 1 year anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 1 year already, Shizzy. Like I remember when I started this, like, and I've grown older, more wrinkles, more gray hair. I think maybe not today, but yeah, like we're getting older, Shizzy. That's incredible.
Yeah, just be happy you still have your hair, bro. I'm losing mine, but just be this face is making me gray, man. It's coming and falling the hell out.
Don't worry, we'll book a round trip flight to Turkey. I hear they have really good hair transplant.
All right, and then let's just wait till March and April when I'm gonna take you.
True.
All right, let's get into what everyone wants to talk about: Glizzy.
Glizzy.
Everyone's talking about that Glizzy. So do you know the origins of Glizzy?
I don't. Okay, so I know about Glizzy. I know a couple people show it. I thought it was a token made for you, Shizzy. Am I
So,
close?
yeah, well, no. Let's take it back to Sunday when everything opened. There was a token called Burger, and
Uh-huh.
everyone was minting it like crazy. It was a BRC-20 on fractal called Burger. Everyone minting it. So
Yeah.
Block was in a space like trying to think of an idea for his next deployment, and he was like, "Hot dog. What's another word for hot dog? Glizzy." Right. So it wasn't for me, but then Mr. BRC, the nocturnal Maxis,
Yeah.
he created this gif of me eating hot dogs, and then this thing just exploded. And then, and then Shizzy for Glizzy, and then you know me, I just ran with it. I said, all right, cool. People are making stuff with me. I'm gonna pump this thing too. And I didn't even own any yet at that point. And I'm like, oh crap, because I didn't mince it. I missed the mint. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump in. I got in around like 8-9 sats, so I am happy about that. But some people minted it for like pennies on that. And let's just take a look at it right here.
Yeah.
Do you have any Glizzy?
You know what? Now that I know the origin of the story, I don't care what price it is. I'm going in. So I really don't care the price. It's Glizzy. It's like perfect.
It's such a good meme. A hot
It
dog.
really,
I mean, dude, and it's actually funny. A lot of the
yeah.
stuff, dog with hat.
Uh-huh.
That's not funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Glizzy is actually a funny ticker.
There's utility to it. Remember, there's utility to it. It's
What's
Shizzy
the
eating a hot dog.
utility?
Shizzy eating a hot dog. You wake up every day. I saw the meme. It's memeable. That's it's a meme.
It is. It's 100% meme. And they did a picture of CZ. You know, CZ does the 4. Each finger's a hot dog.
Yo, that's okay. You know what? On that note, that's another reason why to be bullish. He's coming out September 28th or 29th here. Like he's out.
Next
He's
week.
out. So I think we have Glizzy, we have like Shizzy coming out, we have Shizzy, we have the bullish case, the Trinity.
I'm bullish on Glizzy. I didn't get too much. I got like $1,000 worth, so it's doing pretty good. I'm not planning to sell it because like I know what happened this time last year with BRC-20s.
Yeah.
If you sell anything right now, you're gonna regret it in November, December, and I feel like we're entering that type of environment again. And you were around last year when Sats and Honk and Rats and all that craziness happened in September, November. Do you feel that happening again? Could we get another BRC-20 momentum push?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think, man. So controversial take. Maybe people might disagree with me. The reason why Ordinals became popular was because of BRC-20s, right? Had BRC-20s not existed, like could have had Ordinals done very well. I'm sure there would be a play, but it wouldn't be as adopted as quickly as we've seen in BRC-20s was always a really good move overall. Love the fact they named BRC-20s after like ERC-20s, so like that gave it also sort of de facto sort of like name to it and kind of status. That's a good question. Will BRC-20s do well? I think there is a play for BRC-20s. There is a specific play on it. Runes came out. You have so many other protocols that came out too. Of course, you have Cat-20s as well, like on Fractal. I think all you really need is one BRC-20 to pump very well, and you're good to go. Is that going to be Ordi? Would that be Sats? Would that be another one that we haven't thought of yet, or people haven't like looked at recently? Maybe. I don't know, but I think as I said before, Bitcoin is big enough for all all tides raise all boats, right? So all boats will raise eventually, and so you have all this extra liquidity on Bitcoin. If it goes to 800K, for sure you'll have this insane amount of liquidity, right? So you'll see it like go into all these other asset classes within Bitcoin. And I think BRC-20 is you still gotta respect the fact that it was one of the earliest one, if not the first one. It was the first one there, so pretty much people will go back to that, and most of these OG asset classes people will come back to it, right? So you see the top projects, No Monkeys, OMBs, are just doing very well. They're also early projects, right? There were sub 100K collections, and they're pretty much have their size there. So same thing with BRC-20s, right? You probably have that. So I don't want to say they won't do very well. I think there's still a play with them. Would it happen later this year? I don't know. Maybe sometime in the bull run, but I'm not going to dismiss them just yet.
If we add a swap into BRC-20s like they're planning to do, what does that do for this BRC-20 marketplace?
Oh man, if you can do a swap, right? Depending how it's done, but if you can do a swap and just have like an overall better training experience where you can train them at the atomical level too, like I don't see why not people would not be bullish on that, right? At the end of it, like people want to exit, want to insert quickly, right? Want to trade these
Yeah.
assets faster, like they are trading like Solana, or even Ethereum too. More like Solana for sure for like meme coins. But like if there's a swap created for that, I'm not sure if it would be on maybe a futures for or like a perp for like BRC-20s like that can work, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like build
Well,
that.
Unisat's building Pizza Swap, which
That's
is the
right.
modular system, right? So you can deposit. So how it works is it's a black module and a white module. The black module is for depositing. So you would
Mhm.
take your BRC-20 Glizzy and you would basically put that into the modular system, and the modular system is going to spit you out a receipt. So you'll be able to swap that receipt into a swap. You'll be able to do LP pools, everything really quick, really fast. I mean, with Fractal, it's already fast, but in the modular system, it's even going to be quicker. It's going to be like instant because everything's kind of done centralized a little bit. So how do you
Mhm.
feel about something like that? And I just want to give a tweet from Lorenzo. He said the swap is technically ready. The bridge will be launched first, allowing Ordi and Sats to be bridged from Bitcoin mainnet to Fractal. The launch date will be announced soon. So he's saying it's ready. It didn't work properly on Bitcoin layer 1 because the white module, they were having issues with it, but I think it was because of the 10-minute blocks, and Bitcoin is just
Mhm.
Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
But on Fractal, they said the white module is going to be easy to run with it. So you're going to technically be able to bridge everything over to Fractal, and then you have to deposit into this modular system to be able to play the swap. Do you think that swap, this pizza swap, where you need Sats as the fee token, do you think this maybe brings the value of BRC-20s up further?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If not, like you'll start seeing arbitrage too, where the price of like these specific BRC-20s are trading higher on Fractal than they are on L1, which would make people bridge more, right? And like you'll eventually have it even out. Like the more you do it, of course you have to like I think one thing that has to be really thought of is sort of the bridging. There's a bridging cost first, right? Like you have to pay the
Yeah.
bridging cost. Anyone who can do it seamlessly or like the best way without having any incurring any costs, which you will have to, like will probably win out. But if that's sorted out and like you see the price movement, and even if the price like that's not even an issue. If there's like opportunity to make money off that, like the price of it surging up 10 times, 100 times, like 20 times faster than one, then you'll see like people doing that. And I think there is a play for it. So stuff like this, that's bullish. That's bullish for BRC-20s. Like stuff like having that specific kind of swap there is always a
Yeah.
good sign, a good signal. So yeah, I wouldn't totally dismiss it. And so I think this is really coincides with like everything that we've been discussing, right? Which is like you know bullish case, bullish scenario, really bullish, really atmosphere that we're running towards, and the fear and greed index indicates that too. And we're pretty much in a good position at this point.
100%. I agree. I couldn't agree more. But think about this. I can lock my Glizzy up in an LP pool with Burger. And
Nice.
I just saying that out loud sounds so stupid, but it's gonna be possible. It's gonna be possible.
What about
So
peaks though? You want to add peaks into that?
I mean, I could do an LP pool with pizza and Glizzy if I wanted to, right? Or I could do an LP pool with
Create a
I mean,
restaurant.
I can't wait to just start looking through there and seeing these LP pools of just the most ridiculous thing ever, right? I'm down for ridiculousness. I'm
I,
down for fun, excitement, and I think Pizza Swap's gonna have that.
I
So
think so too. I think so too. And I think we're approaching the meta of like food. I think before it was animals, BRC-20 is now like it's food.
yeah.
Pizza, like burger,
Glizzy.
glizzy. Maybe we gotta think of another one there, but yeah, I think it's gonna do very well. So the fact that anyone who's listening right now, the fact that you're hearing about this now is like, yeah, definitely you guys are early, and this is it. Like you want to be early adopter, get in on early and stuff, and you'll be the first ones to like benefit from this. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I'm definitely gonna like be checking out too.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You're probably gonna be able to deposit from Bitcoin Layer 1 into the modular systems. You can be able to trade that way. You don't even need to go to
Right.
Fractal to be able to play in Pizza Swap. So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. Jump to the next thing here. So Taproot Witches.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with this project?
I am. I very much am. Getting a wireless was the hardest thing I ever did. I had to pull-
What did you have to do? Do you know? Could you, without getting into detail, if you don't want to, it's up to you.
I paid someone for it, so
I thought you had to wear like go to a cemetery and take videos or something. I don't know, but that would have been fun. But yeah, so Taproot
yeah.
Witches, they're going for 0.0015. They're trying to raise about 5 Bitcoin. Do you think this is going to be a good project, one, and do you think this will be worth the 0015, which is probably like what, $200?
Yeah. So I know the price. Is it $200? I think was it they increased price.
0015.
Oh,
I
it's
did the
like
Bitcoin math.
it's like almost 100. It's almost $100.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad.
So it's not bad. I think I think honestly like it's been a minute since we've had like a project that we're looking forward to
Yeah.
minting on L1. I can't remember the last project that's like this. It's gotten this much hype. I think I'm trying
Quantum
to
Cats.
Quantum Cats. Yeah, Quantum Cats probably. So yeah, I think I mean the way it's done is good. I know people were upset about the sort of delay, and it happens, right? Like that's even for us. Like we were missing our high passes too. Like we had to delay a couple hours just because like the wires, like from you guys see like in front of the scenes, but like behind the scenes stuff, like you want to make sure all the wads you collect are like pretty much organized in a
Yeah.
specific way. You don't want to miss on everyone. Like you do collapses with like hundreds of projects or hundreds of people. So like to organize all of it really takes time, and there's sometimes you miss one or two, and that sort of derails everything, right? So like I understand why they want to do it. Like there's sometimes always issues when it comes to implementing like the wires into the back end of the platform you're using. So there's that there. So like there's some like stuff behind the scenes that happened, which is okay. But regardless of that, like they seem to be very competent in what they do. They've been in the space for some time as well, so like they know like how it works. The way they're doing is recursion as well as like endpoints and all that stuff is pretty smart. So like honestly, it has really good kind of really good team, good like traction so far, and we'll see what the roadmap lies ahead. I'm getting them because like I remember when I first like I heard about the Bitcoin Wizards. I'm like, what is that? Like the Taproot Wizards, like where are they? Like where's the collection? I don't see it like at all, right? And so I think Taproot Witches did something very smart, which is like screw it, like wizards out here, just bring in the witches, and like people love that, and I think it has a really good like strong support. So yeah, it's pretty much everything you look for in a project.
Yeah, 100%. And it has a rune. It's a full moon rune, right? That's something that I kind of fade it and I heavily regret at this point. But it did really well. Shout out to boy Danny, one of our mods, man. He's killing it. He was
Nice.
he's in everything, dude. He got the whitelist because he was a part of the full moon and all that stuff like that. So I think they're doing everything right. I think this delay too is good because now like this draws more excitement and more hype. Like I don't know if I was dropping a project, I would automatically like, okay, we're gonna say it's this day, but we're gonna delay it because that brings that. Oh, well, let's go. Same thing happened with Quantum Cats. You know what I mean? Quantum Cats was supposed to be that like it was supposed to be like a Thursday and ended up being like a Monday because they were having technical difficulties. I feel like that brings people like, oh, here it goes, and then you're kind of disappointed, but then you got to get the hype again. So it takes that hype from 1 day to like 3 days, and for you guys, it was like the hype for you guys is went nuts because it was a delay and everyone was pissed off at Ordzar. And I remember that, and I was like, damn it, I'm trying to get mine. But yeah, so sometimes delays are the best thing to happen to projects, honestly.
That's true. That's true. I've seen projects do fake delays where they fake delay it and stuff, and that brings up hype as well. I don't think this is the situation, but I mean, it's a smart move, a smart play. And I mean, you're a DJ, like the fact that people are like really looking into this is good, right? It's a good sign. And if you're a DJ, you're still like minting regardless, right? Situation like they can delay it for like up to 3 years, and people will probably still mint it. I mean, Taproot Wizards have been delayed for like what, like over a year and a half. So
there's a lot of momentum with that, and I think it's smart though. Because think about it, if I get airdropped anything right now, I'm considering going into Bitcoin a little bit. Or maybe there's another project where I'm out of Bitcoin and I need to get that. So I mean, a lot of people the projects get airdropped, they get dumped right now. It's not the time to be like holding things. So I think that it's really smart to kind of maybe do this mint now, but you got to find the right holders because I do see secondary being $200-300. I'm gonna grab up probably like a couple. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to watching the marketplace tomorrow because this goes live in 22 hours and then public goes live in 26 hours. So I'm looking tomorrow, around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be looking to get some deals on this. So
perfect. I'll probably end up like getting more of it. It's a full moon token because I feel like I'm not bullish enough as we're talking to you. but yeah, secondary is always a good option. Like I was like, if I don't want to, I just buy a secondary. Doesn't make much of a difference, but I'm sure people will like be selling it at like outrageous prices, like maybe 200. I think seems okay. 300 probably. Like some people would definitely flip it off the bat, but yeah, if there's a good price there, then I'll definitely go in there.
100%. I found this really cool site. It's called fleur.gg. It's a brand new. I know I showed in a video with I think it was gaze.network.
Uh-huh.
And Gaze is charging, a good fee. These guys, there's really no fee to mint here, which is amazing. This is done by the Ordinals wallet guys. UTXO intern, he's a big part of this. So
Huh.
let's just say you wanted to mint I don't know, cat dog, right? Cat dog.
Yeah. Nice.
Dude, look how simple. Like, obviously, I'm gonna connect my wallet,
Uh-huh.
so I'm gonna put my password in, which probably takes the longest. But I did a mint one here earlier this morning, and I couldn't believe how amazing it was. These are for Cat 20s, by the way. If I didn't mention that, so my wallet is hooked up now. I go to mint.
Uh-huh.
And see
Nice.
wallet. Okay, so I have to make sure that my wallet is. So I'll go to settings, change it to fractal. I can't believe, and then change it to my Taproot. Because that's one thing about Cat 20s, you need Taproot for it. So when I go to mint, but it's so seamless. It just pops straight up. They did a great job with the site, and it's pretty cheap. Done.
There
Cat
you
20.
go. That's amazing.
Yeah, so check it out. It's easy to remember too. Fleur FLUR.gg, and it's been safe so far. I'm using, obviously if you don't feel safe, use go to account and change the account in the wallet. That way you'll get anything taken. But so far this has been a good experience, and yeah. So Cat 20s now. I remember when the original cat dropped, everyone scrambled, right? Everyone scrambled trying to figure out what dots. Thank goodness for dot swap, right? So
Yeah.
But now you have more and more tools popping up to mint these things. And shout out to Fleur. Fleur seems to be something special.
Yeah, shout out to the Ordinals wallet team. They clutch. They're like these guys are, man, they builders. They build
They
very
do, dude.
quickly.
Yep.
Great team there. But yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's like super seamless. Um there's a Bitcoin token as well. A Bitcoin Cat 20. That's funny. But no, it's pretty clean. Looks really, really nice. I like that.
Yeah. But Fleur, it's a Fleur.dg. When I first seen it, I was like, I'm not going to this site. And then I end up just being like, I just check it out. Because that's my job, right? I got to check things out. So
Exactly.
I checked it out, and I fell in love. I fell in love with it. I think it's very nice. And the fees are a lot cheaper, if there's any fees at all.
And that's the best part there. I was gonna say, like, you're in crypto when like you're bullish on versal.xyz or .gg or .wtf like websites, like you click those. Anyone else would not click on those, but like you're like, okay, these are legit. These are good.
I gotta try things. I mean, that's I just had it. If I don't try it, I'm like, I'm not gonna try it. It looks shady. Like 30 minutes later, I'm like, let me just I'll grab my daughter's laptop and I'll try it over there first to make sure everything's okay. If anything happens, it's her laptop. I'll just buy her a new one. But I ain't trying to mess up everything that's going on over here. So
yeah.
But,
shout out to DOSSWAP too. Like DOSSWAP was like one of the earliest ones. Like that's literally where you got the Cat 20 if you didn't do the technical aspects. So yeah, Fleur definitely has potential in this aspect. But yeah, no, good shout out there.
And speaking of DotSwap, join the first Cat Protocol meetup in Singapore today. If you are in Singapore, go join us. But the headliners are pretty big. It's like Jack Liu, a bunch of other guys. If I can find the tweet, I will show it. No. Here we go. I found it. All right, here it is right here. So big hitters here. We got Spider Pool, Jack Liu, DotSwap, and Script. Script is the language going to be put onto these Cat 20s. So this is pretty big. But if you are in Singapore, go to this meetup. I don't think it's passed yet, but if not, check this out. So look into that.
Nice. Those are legends right there. I see Script. I've been talking to Script on Spaces South, but yeah, like
nice.
That's gonna be pretty cool. I think what they're doing is they're definitely cooking there.
Yeah, man. So Fluid tokens, they have a staking protocol. Have you looked at this yet? It's really cool. Right now it's only got a few. You can stake your runestone. You can stake your Billy Cats. 208 have been staked so far. 45 runestones have been staked, and then Galactic Goods 7. So if you are a project out there and you want to get some staking, so it works pretty simple. So when you stake your Billy Cat or your runestone, it gets basically just locked into a block height. And so it's still in your wallet, so it's not custodian. And when people say like, "Oh, where's the yield coming from?" If you don't know where the yield's coming from, you are the yield. So so Fluid is actually giving away these stuff to kind of use the staking to kind of get it up. But eventually, as a project founder, let's just say for your instance, if you wanted to get your passes staked, you would just reach out to DotSwap. But eventually, in a month or so, you're gonna be able to do it right from DotSwap's website, where you can just have and then let's just say you want to give a portion of a whitelist or a portion of a supply of a token, or let's just say you make a rune or make a BRC-20. You can actually give that away to people that stake it. So it's up to the founder to, if he wants his ordinals or his project staked, you can use Fluid for this. So we have TVL now on Bitcoin for the first time.
And that's like beautiful. That's like, you know, if you definitely launch collections, you can put it into this pool. And it goes back literally back to the community, right? It goes back to the community, and like everyone benefits at the end of it. So yeah, I'm excited to use this one, and I can see much more mints and like NFT projects like doing something like this, right? Especially in the future. To just benefit the entire community as a whole and just like get the project up and running. So yeah, no, this is a really good like tool here.
Yeah, let's just say that the Taproot Witches, it's smart for them to reach out to him, have that get, so right away you do the mint, and hey guys, staking is up on Fluid. Then I get my witch, I take it here, and then I can earn full moon, right? Let's just say, hey, we have a big portion of supply, or we minted a bunch of this, we'll just give it to the holders. So what's that do? That causes your floor to kind of stay at a certain point, because people, instead of being like, oh, I don't want this, like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna earn it. I can, I don't even need to. It's going to sit in my wallet, or I can earn, you know what I mean? So, and that locks it up for you, and it's as a founder, you choose how long you want this locked up for. You can have it locked up for a year, 2 years. It's up to you. Obviously, you want people to be enticed, and you don't want to go too long, but it's up to you. Exactly.
And you mentioned keyword. Instead of it saying idle in your wallet, it's doing work for you, right? It's working for you. So like, I see it as a really killing game changing feature itself, and it's going to kill the ecosystem itself, and like in terms of providing like utility to NFTs, right? Which is what we need. So it's a game changer. They're doing amazing, and I think at the end of it, like you see more utility in that regard, that aspect, and founders actually using this is a really good benefit, right? It's a good benefit to the community, to the project, and as you said, the floor price stays where it's at. So overall, it's bullish. They're going to kill it. They're going to do amazing. I can't wait to like use more of it.
100%. I'm excited for Fluid, man.
I definitely need more for Bitmap. We need more for Bitmap.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, and that's the thing. Like anyone could do it. Like anyone could be like, hey, I minted this Bitmap token, and I'm just going to give it away to anyone who stakes. And now people are staking their bitmaps. 40,000 holders can use this. I think it's just genius, and it's such a slow start right now that I think that it's just going to be. It's when a bull run happens, you're going to see a lot more of this, and from a lot of probably different places. But last topic before we get into some Q&A. Have you ever done any DMT stuff?
I have not done any DMT stuff. Yeah, maybe that's like the one play I didn't like go heavy on. I was in a space with the other guys. With the Roadrunners, right?
Yeah.
So
block runners.
They're kind of Roadrunners. The block runners. There we go. Thank you. So I did mint the DMT like the when it came out. So I did that. But that was like my only play on DMT, and then afterwards I just like haven't done anything. So yeah, I mean I probably learned as much right now as it came from it. But yeah.
Well, the experience is cool because, like, look, you can see me just running around. See my wallet? My wallet's just running around, and you get to kind of go pick. So every block is different, right? Some of these, they all look different. Everyone is unique depending on the block data. It's really cool in that aspect. So I think the orange ones are the ones that you can buy. So you just click, like, you can click any one you want, and then it'll pop up here. I think this got delayed for the Foxy Bitminer, but yeah. So we've seen 1,000 over the 1,400 where you can kind of claim. So I don't know. DMT seems to be interesting. Obviously, it's tap stuff, but it's definitely something to take a look at for sure. It's definitely someone wanted to just take a look at. So check out the Foxy Bitminer, by the way, one of our partners. So
that reminds me of like the early Bitmap days when you had to mint those, really good UI interface.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
Dude. How fun was that, dude? How
fun
was that back then? Like I remember just being so into that, dude. So I'm gonna look at the chat. I know you have a hard stop coming up here, but I just want to take a look and see if there's any questions. I don't see any questions in the chat. Let me know if you see anything you want to comment on or anything else. So
I just realized how I can see the chat. That's so cool. there's like a private chat and there's a comments. You can just click on comments here.
Oh, okay. I should have told you that. Yeah. So it's like, because you're usually in here for our meetings, so you probably don't see we're not obviously live at those points. So
Yeah, there was this guy who had a really good username, Jason Fee or something.
Jason, my feet. Yeah,
Jason my
that's
Fee.
funny.
But yeah, I see comments here pretty good. Bitmap
Yeah, no
Gallery Cat
questions
20.
though.
Yeah, no specific questions. What's up, ninjas? JR, what's up, JR? Bitmap Gallery Crypto Man, what's Kitty Cash price at the moment?
So there's no marketplace for Kitty Cash,
Okay.
but I did see that I think Ordinal's wallet is actually going to be creating one. So so we'll see, and then there's rumors that Pizza Swap will allow you to use the modular system
Yeah.
to trade Cat 20s as well. So you cannot. There is no marketplace for Kitty Cash or Cat. Well, I guess there is. There is one. So they're using Naka chain. Oh, here we go. Bitcoin virtual machine. So the Cat Dex update. Most deposits and withdrawals delays have been resolved. Expect deposit and withdrawal. So I don't know. Bitcoin virtual machine. You can find them on Twitter. You could actually deposit in the Naka chain, do your trading for your Cat 20s, and then withdraw them back to main chain. So I mean, if you're interested in that, I mean that's up to you. I know Cat is trading at like $1.20 now, $1.15. So it's doing pretty good over there, but it is going up. People are going there to buy it. So there is one DEX that you can use, but I again, you're depositing that into their wallet and getting a receipt on the other side. So just be careful, obviously.
Okay, that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Mike Bennett does have a question. He says, Orna's
Yeah.
wallet getting fractal. Question.
Yeah. So just go to their Twitter. They said they had a call with Script, and something big is coming.
Nice.
And Script, he's developing the coding language that's going to live on top of these Cat 20s. They're all programmable, right? So, and that's not just the Cat 20s. It's also the Cat 721s, which are going to be I guess you would say the NFT that's going to point to an ordinal. Let's just say you want to inscribe something instead of using AWS, you're going to be able to inscribe it into Fractal and then just have that NFT or that Cat 721 point to that. So you're going to be able to do everything. It's going to be all on chain again, right? So once it's pointing to that, it's not like AWS where AWS shuts down, you lose your image. No, it'll always be on the chain because it's actually inscribed in the chain, and then that 721 is going to be pointing to it.
It's the other way of doing it. Before I was pointing outwards, now it's pointing inwards.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
But Fonzie, man, it's been absolutely amazing, dude. Thank you so much for joining me. You helped me. It was fun, dude. Anytime you want to come on, dude.
Let me know. I love this. Like I watch this, like, usually when I'm doing work, I watch this as well, like, hear it and stuff. And you guys are killing it. You guys are amazing. Had ton of fun today as well. Let me know, like, I'll be more than happy to jump in. And honestly, it's gonna get like, it's gonna get crazier. Just like as the board advances, which is starting now, it's gonna get crazier. There's gonna be so much topics. There's so much to discuss as of now. Just imagine when the board comes up with like 50, 60 topics, right, in one go. And
I don't know, but I don't know if I go that long. On Sunday, I did an 8-hour live stream because I was bored and I was just like, I'm gonna go live for 8 hours.
What was the topic of conversation? 8 hours.
Well, it was because the BRC-20s indexer went live on Fractal.
Oh,
so it was
okay.
just like a mint fest. So we just sat here. I sat here with the chat, and we just had over like 2,000 people, and we're just minting away. Dude, you gotta see some of the shit that I minted in my wallet.
I want to see this. I want to see.
It's so bad. I just feel so bad for myself. But I got Sunrats, Drogon, Hustle, Thrive, Godzilla,
nice,
Bag Holder, Burger,
nice.
Pepe Coin, Golden, Phoenix, Hoo Hoo Cat, My Ordy, Red Panda, Dro Growers, Dot Swap,
nice. That's good one.
Giant Panda, Wizard, S Script, Catnals, Unga Bonga, which is Kitty Cash, OnlyFans,
that's good.
Secret, Bitmap, Dragon, People. Kamala Harris. I did not mint that. That was airdropped to me. I did not mint that. Glizzy, and then Ordinal.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Just mentioning Kamala Harris just boosted the algorithm, so like you're gonna kill it on YouTube.
Oh wow! 13 new people in here. Let's go.
There we go. It worked. Kamala Harris. Yo, but of all the ones you showed me, like I see like maybe 3 or 4 really good ones, good winners and stuff.
Yeah,
I think
hopefully.
Yeah, like I usually take my alpha from you, so like I'm taking notes. So I'm gonna go back there and get some of those as well.
No, do not follow me, guys. I'm a DGen at the best, right? So I'm further down from DGen if there is a column for that. So if you buy any of this, don't yell at me. Oh, I seen Shizzy buy it. No, but you can say, yo, this pump. You be like, yeah, I saw Shizzy with it as well. That's fine. But just don't get mad at me for any losses. All right.
Yeah, I heard Blue Box. You bought Blue Box when it was like 25. So I mean,
$25, dude.
Yeah, that's a good play.
In my head, I'm like, dude, if I would have just bought like 50 of them, $25, dude. Like, it was no stopping me. I had plenty of Bitcoin back then, and I'm just like,
were you thinking of doing 50 as well?
Dude, I just, so we had Jeff on the show and he was watching. So after that show, I wanted to check out his marketplace.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just buy one. And I didn't buy it as an investment. I just bought it to kind of see how the marketplace worked.
Yeah.
And I just wish that I would have just went boop, 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 and just bought like 50 of them. Cause I would have like, each one ended up being like a full Bitcoin. Yeah. Like, so, insane. You know what I mean? It was insane. It was insane. So
Shizzy going Glizzy with 50 Bitcoin. That's a headline. Yeah, I gotta give myself some Glizzy after this. This is
not financial advice.
Not financial. This is the same. So Jeff came on. You were like, okay, I would just buy a Blue Box to make sure. And then me right now, I'm gonna buy some Glizzy just to like see how it works. He's gonna go straight up.
You can say, oh, dude, September 19th. I was on your show. I loved the show. I bought some Glizzy, and now I'm a millionaire.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Fonzie, man, thank you so much, my brother. We'll catch you soon.
Absolutely, brilliant pleasure. Thank you so much, Shizzy, and yeah, we'll talk soon. Take care.
See you, buddy.
Cheers.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. Please check out our partners. Obviously, guys know Bitperp. Bitperp is going to be the leading leverage machine, guys. You're going to be able to go 100x on your Cat 20s, on your BRC 20s, on your runes, and everything else. Check out Bitperp. They are going to be leading the way in leverage and one of the Bitcoin communities. And check out Ordinal Hive. Fonzie, legend. Thank you so much for joining us, Fonzie, man. Go to beta.ordinalhive.com. And you guys can, or is it .io? I think I might be wrong. It's .io or beta.ordinalhive.io. So check them out there. And then Fluid Tokens, we talked about them, guys. Get the TV out on Bitcoin. Let's lock up as many assets as we can over there. These guys are building, and tune in tomorrow for Fluid Friday. We're gonna have some more updates with them. For Lithium Dex, can't say enough good things about these guys. Heads down building, allowing you to stake your BRC20s over on Merlin. Big legend Sam from that team. He's amazing. Check those guys out. And then Foxy, obviously, the Bitminer, going back live on Monday. Actually, I can tell you the exact time because I did have it in the banners. Okay. The public phase has been rescheduled for Monday, 2 p.m. What's next? After the public mint, they will be listed on Magic Eden. So go check out Foxy, guys. Foxy is Legends. I think they're going to build something special, especially Metaverse. And check out the Clan Wars. Clan Wars will be dropping in a week or two. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Ordinal Revolution winning those clan battles. And guys, check out ordinalrevolution.com. Some of the best articles. If you knew someone just entering the space, send them our website. I feel like it could really help them really get started. Ordinalrevolution.com. And if you're interested in merch, we have some of the best merch in the land. So check out ordinalrevolution.com. Hit the merch, and then we also have a VPN. If you need to go to some sites and it's not letting you, VPN is your best opportunity. So you can check out that. We have a 70% discount on the VPN. So check out that. You can see it on the website and in the show notes below. And on top of that, too, if you're going to Bitcoin Nashville, we own our site as well. I know we have a lot going on our site as well. Don't buy your tickets next year. Buy them this year. If you plan on going, just do it. It's so much cheaper. I'm talking like, I don't even know how much they are right now, but they're going to be thousands of dollars next year. So get your tickets now before it gets crazy. And guys, we're live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 3 p.m. UTC. Check us out all week, guys. We are here every single day. No Yagobi today, but I had my man Fonzie kill it, guys. This show was fun, exciting. Appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
We OG, or no G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Runes is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal Revolution. Ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC-420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.